Hello and welcome to Universal Love Law. Today I wanted to make a video for you guys while I was driving home, okay? So I'm not showing my face or anything because I did get a cold. I'm sick, so I look crazy. So I'd rather you guys just, hear me. So this video is going to be for the Scorpion people that have Scorpio dominant in the chart or Scorpio hard course placements, when you have Scorpio stelliums or when you have Scorpio planets, right? And it's just called on me to do this video because maybe it's going to help somebody out there learn the errors in their ways. So just know that if you hear loud noise, I am driving. I apologize. I'm just going to get the message out. Wow. Like right when it's fresh on my heart to do. So, I wanted to come on here and talk to people that have scorpionic energy. I have an Antares sun. So my sun is at 9 degrees, 9.46 degrees to be exact. So I have not, my sun sign is very scorpionic because it has the energy of the star of a fixed star that is located in the Scorpion constellation, okay? So my sun energy acts as like a scorpionic energy, even though I'm Sagittarius, right? So I also have a 8th house stellium, and I have dominant Scorpio placements, right? From my Venus, my Mercury, my Pluto, my Jupiter. So there are some, and my North Node is in Sagittarius, but when I do the chart, I use the degree if pushes into my 8th house, okay? Placidus chart, not whole chart. It's a difference. So I definitely have a lot of the characteristics of a scorpionic person, and I wanted to come on here to be brutally just honest with everyone. That may be having these same type of experiences to a small or to major degree. So when it comes to the dominance of Scorpio in your chart, one must know that Scorpio is a very fixed, obsessive sign. So it fixates on its obsessions, okay? Anything that becomes an awareness of the scorpionic energy, whether it be the mind, Mercury, whether it be the heart, Venus, whether it be the emotional state, Moon, whether it be the soul and the drive, the willpower, Sun, whether it be the personalities, the rising, whether it be the Mars, which is also the ambition, will, and desire, especially with these personal planets. Oh my God. One must really be mindful of, their toxic ways if they have them. And when you have prominent scorpionic energy, a lot of the lessons are around learning about that dark side of self, okay? So I just want to help people. I'm not bashing people. I'm a Scorpio stellium person, so trust me when I tell you I'm not bashing. I just want to give that disclaimer, right? Also, I want to, let people know this information, you don't have to take it ultimate truth. Take what works for you and leave the rest, okay? This could be purely entertainment, like my girl Andunola says. I love her. Shout out to her. So, when it comes to the energy of the scorpionic person, they are dealing with obsessive characteristics, okay? So wherever the Scorpio energy, especially for you Venus and Mercury Scorpio people, and Mars, okay? And Sun, Moon, Rising, yeah. But they take on a different architect. When it comes to your tools being utilized as Scorpionic, it gives you ability to see things in a very researcher, scientific way, right? Seeing things for its cold-blooded truth, right? That's what Scorpio deals with. It gets down to the root of things, and it deals with the death of things and the aspect of rebirth, right? So the transformation process that happens from traumatic experiences, trauma. So the scorpion energy in a person will draw them towards psychology, human psychology. You know, we Scorpio dominant people are always trying to figure out how human beings are, right? Why they are the way they are, why we do the things we do. That's just Scorpio nature, right? But another aspect of it could be is just being able to really go in depth in revealing and researching, going under the veil and seeing things, right? So when we talk about it esoterically in the yin energy, right, the feminine energy of Scorpio, we're dealing with water, but it's not regular water. This does deal with the emotion, but it's like lava, okay? A Scorpio deals with, it's like fire, okay? It's liquid fire, water, all right? That's the thing about the energy of Scorpio. It's not just water in the beach, right? It's water in a very hot, explosive, destructive, transformative type of way. So the energy of water in this light could cause one to make problems out of nothing, right? And the most important aspect of it is feeling the need to feel alive through the death and rebirth process. So people that have the energy will consistently find problems to get into based on their observations of things, right? The scorpionic person is going to look for the problems, the roots to things, and going to make a mountain out of molehill, all the while utilizing very specific manipulative tactics to see the action and reaction of people. So that's the thing that the energy of Scorpio does, okay? Even if you're a good person, it doesn't matter about good or bad. Scorpio people test things. They're the researchers. They're scientific. They're scientists. They're very fixed on the way that they believe something. So the fixation creates an obsession that in turns create a cause and effect, right? A scientific processing where they need to see if they do this, what will that person do, right? Or a strong attachment to people, right? So they begin to, they really test the extremes or the depths of a person's heart and soul. And so that's why when it comes to scorpionic energy with the Venus and Mercury, especially Venus and Scorpio, you people really, really have to be mindful of what it is. Look at where Venus is scorpionic placed in your chart, because that's so important. If it's in any aspect, I need to just go through Venus again, right? I did the stellium videos, but I need to go through Venus Scorpio energy. I need to really magnetize the information when it comes to Scorpio, because it's so problematic. It can be over time, and if you're not aware of the dark-sided traits or the tactics, the manipulative tactics that the Scorpio energy will play out as, manifest as, you could be engaging in negative experiences that are caused on by your own will. And the thing about Scorpio is they're always seeking the truth in anything, because they're looking for the roots of things. They're always really trying to figure out things from its origin, right? So me having Mercury Scorpio and Venus in Scorpio and all these other things, right? And then Antares sun, right? Archangel Uriel energy on my sun, but a very scorpionic, energy on my sun, even though it's in the aspect of Sagittarius. I really see how I have been problematic in my own life. I will will someone in very close to me, and the problems always deal with relationships with others, right? I will will people in very close to me and do little things, not realizing that I am being manipulated, because I'm not allowing the process to flow organically. I am fixed solely on trying to figure out what this person's in my life for, what am I gonna get out of this union, like for me on a deeper level, who is this person? I probe, but I don't, that's the energy, that's the nature of Scorpio. It's a probing energy. It's always seeking and trying to discover and realize. And so I only say that, I only expose this aspect of self because I do a lot of shadow work on myself. I am going through my Saturn return. So, of course, I'm experiencing how I could be at fault and I could be the one to blame for a lot of the corruptions in the relationships that I've had. And it's all a defense mechanism that I've learned to really strengthen through the traumatic experiences of my early childhood experiences. It's made me become very tactful in my Martian energy. I'm a Martian naturally because everything's war to me. Everything is, even if it's a good thing, I have to seek power in things. So when we are aware of our energy as dominant Scorpio people, even if I was to do the Vedic or the sidereal type chart, I would be a sun sign Scorpio. So either way it goes, I'm like, the Scorpio energy is in me. I feel it, I see it through the manifestations. And then I always, like, once I go through the death of something, right, because I'm always seeking to live life with a thrill, to embrace the experience and all that it teaches me. And yes, that's a good thing, but to a degree that can be too intense for others to sustain long-standing relationships, especially if you're not one who does the work or acknowledges your reason or your fault in it, right? This explosive nature of Scorpio can make one very negative and hasty in the act of, relating to others, because they're so fixed on their own preconceived idea of things based on their own probing and trying to instinctually connect to others to find out their roots, find out what they fear, right? All of these things. This is what Scorpios do, right? So I don't want one to just think that I'm just like an evil, crazy, diabolical person. I can be, if I allow myself. I'm just being as transparent as I can to warn others and to educate others about the powerful energy of Scorpio. So especially if you have Antares on your sun, moon, or rising, okay? Antares is the heart of the Scorpio, okay? It deals with, it's Sagittarius in the 9th degree, right? And one must know where if you have that in your personal planets or your tools that way, you really should seek to always question your character, always question your integrity, and always question what you're doing things for. You must remain balanced, because the Scorpio energy can easily drift into power hunger, right? Can easily become fixated and obsessed, right? The negative sided, or the energy of Scorpio could be so dark sided, they could become obsessive and not even realize how crazy they look, right? Doing things manipulated, right, to cause certain interactions, right? Don't let a Scorpio that doesn't know thyself or doesn't know how their ways can get the best of them. Don't play with them, okay? Because they're gonna set some shit up. Like, think about Scorpio energy anywhere is the researcher. It is the diabolical mastermind, okay? It's the scientist. It deals with this. It has a lot of similarities to Aquarian energy. It just doesn't have the same emotional drive that Scorpio has. Aquarian energy has the same ability to research, dissect, to probe, to get into the understanding of things, right? to create an understanding, to create the intellect, to create the conversation, whereas Scorpio has an emotional drive towards breaking things down. So I just say, just be wary, just be mindful of yourself. I had to make this video eventually one day to just share that, you know, like I always take so much pride in being a Scorpio stellium and all that, but I just have to, like, something's pulling me to be very transparent about how dark-sided the energy can get, okay? And so I would hate to see anyone, you know, I'm sorry, I had to press pause. I would hate to see someone live their life for a long time making very immature or hasty decisions based on their astrological chart. You know, and the characteristics that are easy to see in a chart. If you have a Scorpio dominance, anywhere Scorpio is, just study it and realize that that's where the power struggle will be within self, and that's where you always want to be transparent, because the positive aspect of Scorpio it does bring forth a lot of light to hidden truths. It does give the ability to instinctually, like, kind of intuitively connect with the essence of something, whether it be knowledge, whether it be a person. These people are, you know, some deem psychic, you know, some may deem them very like intuitive and stuff. And so the positive aspect of Scorpio is the one who always knows what's wrong with you without you telling them. You know, 2 steps ahead of the game. Sometimes they'll get downloads about something, and then you come to them and tell them, and they're like, what? I literally was just saying that. Like, they're very intuitively connected to the people that they are around dominantly. So they pick up on subconscious and very conscious cues, right? They pick up on unspoken word, nonverbal communications, right? So this is where the manipulation could come into play, especially if their Mercury's in Scorpio or something, or their Venus. You know, these are people who could be extremely like manipulative, okay? Especially if they see that you like something, they will utilize that. A dark-sided Scorpio will utilize what you love as to make you a puppet for them, okay? A dark-sided Scorpio will befriend you just to get closer to the one that they truly want to be around. A dark-sided Scorpio will manipulate a situation and utilize so much facts and evidence to prove their point, and they could be so fucking wrong, and they could, like, literally not care. Their whole point is Martian. Their whole point is, you know, fight. You know, their whole point is winning the war. So I just say, be mindful if you have Scorpio energy dominant in your chart. That's why I'm gonna name this probably dominant scorpionic people, or I don't know, like hardcore Scorpio or 8th house stellium people. I don't know. I definitely wanted to just shed light. I hope this information is helpful for you. I want those to know, if you do have a dominance of Scorpio in you, it doesn't make you a negative person, but just be mindful that your negativity can feed a very, very uncontrollable demon, okay? And that aspect of self could become so wicked in its revenge, in its desires to win, to defeat, to conquer, okay? So yeah, I hope the information today was enlightening, and I hope that people can learn from this and grow from it. And, you know, let me know about your scorpionic energy, how it affects you, how it may have ruined relationships in the past, or how it may have caused you to create like toxic subconscious routines that you may not realize that are all based from these power struggles and these, inner demons that we have to face. And that's the thing, Scorpios have to face their inner demons and transform them so that they can go through that transmutation energy where they can transcend the negative and turn it into a positive, so that because the thing about the Scorpionic energy is they're warriors. And in light, or in the light, is not always good, just so you know. Light could be very manipulative as well. Remember, Lucifer is a high level angel that deals with light and is the light bearer. So when Lucifer brings forth its a light, its illusion, it comes in the form of light, which is all of these accolades and notoriety and success and power and fame and attention, right? So it's like when Scorpionic energy transforms for the greater, they're in the nature of righteousness for the greater good of whatever the cause is, okay? The greater good, whether that be facing the truths, because the Scorpio can bring forth the depths of a person's core and present it to them without any fear. It can look death in its eyes. It rules death. So, and it can be the Nubis energy, right? It could be the energy of the underworld. It could be the one who walks through the underworld, who can see through the veil and can exist in the lower dimension with the high level frequency, right? And has authority. So the Scorpio energy that is transformed, transmuted for better, and can see its the Scorpio energy, that the one that can see where there are the problems in their own life, are very useful and very needed, because you can't bullshit them. You can't pull anything past them, right? They're going to see things for what they truly are. And we need people like that. Not too many. We don't need too much intense ass Scorpio energy in the world. You always want to keep that ram in the bush, though. You always want to keep a person that's going to tell you like it is. But if you do have a lot of Scorpio energy, try to be alone. Don't be around a lot of people, because it could really affect the dominant Scorpio person. It could make them move in a way where they look very sneaky. It could intimidate others because of how powerful they are. Okay, so I know I'm going on, and I really didn't intend to open all these mazes and doors, right? But I would love to get feedback from you guys. So if you want this to be something I talk about in a live, because I am kind of building my confidence to go live, then let me know so that I could have some talking points and be kind of stay on topic, because you know me, I could get all over the place. And yeah, so yeah, just let me know if you want to do that, and I'll be more than happy to present that information to you. Thank you so much for your time and understanding, the information I have for you today. I hope you're good wherever you are. I hope you keep those high vibes, and always, no matter how negative the thoughts get, regroup, redirect your thoughts, and always strive to think positive about self. If anything, you don't have to sugarcoat your life, but just be realistic with yourself and be kind to yourself. I feel like we're our own worst enemies and our own worst critics at times. So be gentle with yourself. Remember, thoughts and our energy and thoughts become things. We manifest our reality based on our mind. Okay, so be kind to yourself. Okay, and spread those good vibes. First, start with self. So take care and peace.